live. Huzzah. Excellent. Let me just grab the thing. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I've got the volume up.
We are.
In a couple seconds.
Is it? Is the volume?
We're still waiting for BABSCon.
Okay, cool. I know there's like a 7, at least when I checked on this, there was about a 10-second delay, which is much better than our usual like 30-second delays. We're good? Excellent. Hello, everybody. My name is Fable Charm. We're here at the BABSCon in-person meeting for February. Woo! Oh, yeah. Look at all these wonderful people here to help. But I know normally we start with intros and whatnot. But I think this time what I'd like to do is start with some announcements. So, the main takeaways for the last like a month or so, since the last time we met, we've announced a lot of different, a lot of things. Big thing we just announced, actually should we wait for it? No. Big thing we just announced is Flash. Vincent Tong. Yeah, that's good. Flash. Vincent Tong. That was an instant replay. That's hilarious. Right, sorry about that. Vincent Tong is coming to BABSCon. We have if you're interested in coming because of that, we have you can use coupon code FLASH for 15% off every membership type. So
do we have any sponsors left?
I believe we have 2 Galactic Ponies left. We have 1 Noble or 2 Noble. We're out of crystals, and I think we have 7 High Societies left of our sponsor tier. And I also know my friend's going to be buying one of them, so I know one of them is going to be going away. So if you are interested in getting a super awesome discount for Super Awesome Con, use code FLASH for 15% off. Another really big announcement that we made is for NAHEM 2020. NAHEM is our concert, for those who don't know. We are having Mystery Skulls headline for us on Saturday. And what's really amazing about the Mystery Skulls is that, so this year, if you don't know, the theme of BABSCon is BABSCon and beyond. And what we're trying to do this year is try to stretch the horizons of what the con puts on, and seeing if our attendees like that. So one great example of that is Gail Simone did an episode, right? She did
she did.
The Princess Celestia and Luna one.
Yeah.
So like Gail Simone she did like one episode of My Little Pony, but she's known mostly for her work in comic books. So she wrote comics like the Birds of Prey. I know she's done Deadpool, Wonder Woman. She's super awesome. And then we also have Gray Griffin, who did a My Little Pony fan animation. That was the what was it? Epic.
Incredible Derp.
Was it? It was a derp. What is it? Like Epic Derp Time or Epic Cupcake Time? Not Epic Cupcake Time. What was it?
I thought it was like Incredible Derp or something.
Something like that. Anyway, you can look it up. It's amazing on YouTube. But she voiced Derpy. But she does a lot of other things as well, including the voice of Princess Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Mandy from Billy and Mandy, and Vicky, the evil babysitter from I was about to say from Fairly Odd Parents. So as you can see, we're in just a few places. We are doing the normal pony things. We get all the pony, all our awesome community guests, our awesome guests of honor. But in each little department, we have like something it's what we normally do, and then a little bit beyond. So we hope that attendees will appreciate expanding out a little bit. We even sort of, in a way, we almost did that last year with Maurice Lamar, since he's known mostly for like other non-pony things. He just happened to be very much in our show. But we're hoping that attendees will love not just what they mostly know, but maybe a little bit outside. Maybe get to know a few people from the industry, from other shows that they love, and be able to meet with them, interact with them, do the guests of honor meet and greet reception with them, maybe have dinner with them if you're a Galactic Pony. So that's super awesome incentive. Are there any other big announcements that we made in the last like month or two that are? We did Josh Haber. We announced also. Can't forget about him.
We still have more.
And we still have more. Like, we're not done yet. How many weeks till kind of? But we, I know, right? We are like there's still we're like still in conversations with people that want to be part of our con, and we're just like, let's do it. So we really hope that you guys enjoy. Also, we have, how many community guests now do we have as the number? 45 community guests.
Plus 2 musical community guests.
Plus 2 musical community guests.
Not including all the mayhem.
Not including all the mayhem musicians.
And there might be one more because I can't stop myself.
And there might even be one more on the way. So BABSCon is going to be, you know, we've always touted ourselves as this, but I think this year is when we really nailed being very representative of the Brony community, being a celebration of the community at large. If you want to be at a convention that celebrates, you know, this, every con celebrates like the show itself, the staffers, the writers, the artists, and things like that. But I definitely think that going forward, I personally feel that conventions are going to be more about celebrating the fandom, celebrating the community, that the people that still sort of uphold it's the, I don't know, what am I saying? People that still create content, people that still are very much a part of the community, people that attendees are willing to come to and interact with and meet up with and do really fun things with. The con is going to be more about the community than I wouldn't say than about the show, because obviously the show is like our North Star, guiding star. But I definitely think that, you know, there might be like a transition, but we'll see what other cons do. We'll see what we do. We're trying things out. We've got awesome show guests. We've got awesome, more than ever, our community guests and our musicians and stuff like that. So hopefully you will love it. Come to BABSCon. If you want to see what the Brony community is up to, if you want to see all the amazing things we do, BABSCon is the place to be. Any other big announcements that we made?
Oh, if you want to advertise
Oh yeah.
at BABSCon, whether it's in print in the con book, whether it is on digital assets, on panel idle loops in between panel and main hall events, or if you want to be able to have a banner ad that shows up on the navigation bar in guidebook, please send an email to ads at babscon.com, and we will get you the pricing and detailed information. Deadline for in-print artwork would need to be in by the 10th of March.
And speaking of deadlines, I think today, I might have them push it out till Sunday, but I think today is the last day for, if you want your badge pre-printed, so that your name is like permanently on the badge itself and not like on a label on a badge, get your badge today. I think today is literally the cutoff day, but I know that we're doing our flash sale and stuff, so we're expecting more buyers. So maybe I'll see if I can convince our merch person to extend it to Monday. But if you are wanting a really nice swanky badge with your name on it that's not a label, please purchase your badge soon. Also, our hotel block is filling up. I think there might even be like a day or two that are like completely filled for like doubles. I know there are some kings left. So just as a reminder, it doesn't cost anything up front to reserve a room. What that means is you can go online right now and go to the website and reserve the room. And if you need to cancel for any reason, you can cancel 3 days before the convention, or 3 days before your reservation, without penalty. And then even after that, I think it's just a 1-day penalty. Yeah, so if you're like, oh, I need to save up, or oh, I need to figure out who I'm rooming with, get a room first, and then figure it out, because you can always change things around after the fact. But once rooms are gone, they're gone. So please do that. And also, if you're on staff, please do that. Have rooms. That's important. I know for a fact that I was the first person to reserve a room because I got the link first and didn't share it with everybody until I got my own.
Yeah.
Anyway, perks of being contrary, I guess. But please reserve a room. Yeah. All right. So here's the view. Ooh. Okay. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. So I guess we can start over here. Hello, my name is People Charm. I'm the chair of the convention. You've heard me talk enough, so I'm going to move on. Who do we have here?
I'm Nan. I am also known as Baba Discord. I'm the executive director of events and programming for BABSCon.
Woo!
This is Atlas, and I'm the convention support director.
Hi, I'm Emilio. I'm the second for con support as well as HR.
Nice. So that's what you do. Great. Perfect.
Hi, I'm HR lead.
Excellent. First, you guys go.
Hi.
Over there.
I'm Rebecca, and I'm one of the co-founders and board member, and the namer of the con, and the writer of the registration system.
Nice. Oh, I heard that another convention is using Concrescent. Do you remember which one? What? HarmonyCon.
HarmonyCon.
That's awesome.
The one in
Did
Dallas.
they pay us for it?
No, it's free. That's amazing. I know, right? What a great opportunity. But no. So we here at BABSCon believe in open source software, free as in beer and free as in speech. So we're all about. If you go on GitHub, you can see Concrescent. I'm not sure if we've updated the latest. There's Harry, our IT person, is
We're still beta testing.
is beta testing Concrescent 3.0. And we might even like soft launch it before the con. So like buy your tickets now. But if you want to experience the ticket flow, maybe like pretend to buy a ticket. I don't know. Anyway, pretend to buy a ticket later, and you'll see the new flow. It'll be great. And we're also improving the way that if you know how we usually have add-ons to badges, but once you buy a badge, it's sort of hard to get an add-on after the fact. So we've improved the process for doing that, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. Anyway, sorry. So Concrescent, GitHub, use it. HarmonyCon uses it, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
HarmonyCon uses it, and HarmonyCon you will be getting an awesome 3.0 update very soon. So it'll be great. Cool. Did you already went?
Hi, I'm Chibi, also known as Lil Slip. I'm part of the autograph room.
Excellent. Let's go back a row to Ellie.
Yeah, hi. I'm Ellie. I am the tabletop gaming lead.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then we got Charm.
Hi guys, I'm back. Well, I'm not necessarily Charm Ghost anymore.
Oh, sorry.
I got my NOC, so hi guys, I'm Mike Jack. I'm the guy that screams his head off in the tournaments and arcade. You will find me by the guy who is the loudest. Nice to meet you.
Nice. Let's do first row, starting from you.
So, Rock Brony, I'm on production side panel staff.
Cool. Make sure to speak a little loud. I know it is picking you guys up, but I worry about the people in the
Side panel production, we worship you.
Yes.
Thank you for being there.
Good.
I'm Ryan, so known as Chibi Chomp with or without a tooth, part of the IPR Green Room.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Nate, VIPR and or whatever's asked of me.
Perfect. That's the best kind of role. Let's go back here.
Hi, I'm Wilson, and I'm part of the HR staff.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Noisy Paper Dragon. I'm part of design.
Nice.
How many years?
This is my third year.
Yeah.
And you're also in logistics.
Yeah, I mean,
yourself.
you've been around longer than 3 years.
Yeah.
You're the dual purpose guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
I attended the first BABSCon, but then like 2 years later, I guess my third year, I started joining the staff.
Awesome.
And, you know, you can, yeah, I'd be more than happy to join logistics again for as long as Babs.
Count on you.
Nice.
Count on you.
As long as Babs is still running.
Let's go in the back. And speak loudly. I know it's needs to pick you up.
My name is Scott. I'm a volunteer for Buttons Arcade. This is my third year for you volunteer for BABSCon.
Nice.
My name is Steven. I also am working for Buttons Arcade, and this is going to be my first year working there.
Nice.
The chaos and amazement, which is buttons. Nice.
I know, right?
If the stream, in case the stream couldn't hear, those guys were part of Buttons Arcade. It's gonna be awesome. Let's see. Perfect.
There's a question on the live stream,
Mm-hmm.
Fable, about how are we going to address coronavirus concerns?
I know, right?
Somebody had that.
Hold on.
We are discussing with the hotel if anything needs to change or happen. I was going to bring up at the next meeting that the executives are going to have about maybe having like extra like sanitize thingies or like wipes or whatever, like things like that, if that makes people comfortable. Right now we have started conversations with the hotel about it. If there's anything that they like either want us to do or if they have a change in plans or whatever. Those discussions are currently happening. Nothing big will likely be changing. If there is a big change, like we need to change the dates of BABSCon or something, we will definitely let you know, and we'll figure out how to proceed from there. But right now, it doesn't seem like we will need to do that. Yeah. Cool.
Great.
All right. Let's do some executive updates, or even just con updates. It doesn't need to be exact. Let's start. You want to start now?
I can start. Why not?
Let's do it.
So I am not going to speak for any of my departments that the leads are actually here. But I'd like to start with charity. Charity is under events and programming this year. Kat Wolfie and Philip are have an amazing amount of work that they've put into. Our charities this year are the Rainbow Community Center of Contra Costa County, one of the LGBTQ plus centers in the Bay Area. They're going to be coming and spending the entire weekend with us, and they will also be bringing some programming. We're also having the Game Academy back as a charity. They were here 2 years ago. They're back again. They will also be bringing programming. The couple of new things, we will still have the silent auction. We will still have the live auction. Couple of new things that the charity group's going to do for the Noble and Galactic sponsor levels. There will be a Thursday night reception. So there is a couple more Galactics, another Noble out there. It'll be a reception to kind of hang out, meet the community, meet who the charity guests are, and the appetizers will be by the Brony Chef. So it'll be a lovely little small group reception starting on day 0. The other thing that charity is going to actually be hosting one of the room parties this year. So there will be a party room on the 2nd floor that is the charity hosted party room. So that's sort of what's going on with charities. If you go on the website, you will find the Google form to donate. So if you want to give them a heads up in advance of something that you're going to be donating. Also, if you're going to donate something that we think is going to generate a lot of interest and a lot of excitement, if you could send us that information, send us a photograph of it and a description, and we can start featuring what's going to be available at the auction ahead of the convention. So that's what I have to say about. One more thing for charity. It's a sort of a coordinated effort between Josh Scorcher, one of our community guests. I don't know if anybody knows, but he DMs a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and a lot of pony versions of Dungeons and Dragons. So Josh is collaborating with us and the charity department along with David Silver. If you know who David Silver is, he's the guy that does Pony Finder. David has written a BABSCon adventure.
Oh, nice.
The adventure's title, I'm leaking the title, you ready? It's
Yeah.
called Beneath the Bay Bridge.
Oh.
It features some of our mascots, it features some of our villains, some of our heroes, and it all takes place in San Francisco. We will be debuting that RPG adventure at con. Josh will be running it as a charity table. It'll be, I think, $50 a person.
Nice.
But then David Silver will be hosting twice, right, Ellie?
Yes.
Twice, 2 evenings in a row. He will host it, and the Game Academy Game Masters will also host it. So there will be opportunities to play Beneath the Bay Bridge throughout the weekend. We're really excited about that. There will also be PDF downloadable and printed versions available for sale toward the end of con. And the artwork on the adventure itself is just stunning and amazing. All the artwork is done by Sketch the Witch from our design team.
Nice.
Yeah, she's done a really, really lovely job. Okay, so Cherry, let's go to arcade. We have people here from the arcade. The arcade is going to be incredible this year. And once again this year, the finals for both tournaments for, tell me if I'm saying this right, Them Fightin' Herds.
Yep.
And the Smash Bro finals will be held again in the main hall on Saturday night, sort of as a live streamed esports main hall event.
And it's going to be sick, I guarantee you.
I think it'll be a lovely time had by all.
Already.
So,
Question for you.
So that's what's happening in arcade, and I have to say what's really exciting is the folks that do Battle Gem ponies, the Yoke Games folks, have actually requested to move their vendor space into the arcade. As a result, the funds that they're paying for vendor space are paying for the arcade to have the third day be open. It's really expensive to get electricity for the arcade every day.
It's kind of nuts, and we are thankful to those guys.
We are thankful that so go up there, visit them, they'll be vending, it's really exciting.
Buy something from them, please.
Yeah. So arcade, tabletop. Ellie, you want to give a quick and loud?
Alright, tabletop. We are going to have open gaming again with our war chest of tabletop games that you can check out and play in the room. We're going to have David Silver's events and hot and cold running Starfinder to go with our space team, courtesy space theme, courtesy of the space team from the Game Academy. We are going to have a return of Celebrity Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, I need to see that one.
And are we going to have cider for them this year or
Talk to me about that.
All right.
But we have another celebrity thing happening.
Oh.
So Silver Quill and Sweetie Bloom, the king and queen of all things shipping, will be bringing, I can't say it right.
Twilight Sparkle.
Light Sparkle Secret.
They're going to do a celebrity version.
Oh, that's going to be dope.
A game about the most improbable rare pairs to ever be written about in Twilight Sparkle's Beaver Dreams. Remember, no matter who wins, fanfiction.net loses.
So anyways, tabletop's going to be running all 3 days. Lots of fun stuff. We're really excited because I think we'll get a few community guests to play Red Dragon in, and I think that Sweetie Bloom and Silver Quill are going to be doing. I might even need to get in on a little TSSS.
TSSS.
Whatever
Well,
that
if you
is.
want to do
Yeah,
that,
some people just call it TISIF.
if you want to get on some TISIF, I have one of Igor's laser etched starter cards.
Oh, well,
That's
there you
the
go.
first card that you
Look,
put out. It's
look,
this
I can
really
play.
heavy metal thing you just toss it on the table.
Sure. All right,
It's card 1. It's the first card you always play.
CCG. Commentary is Magic will also be running the CCG room, the MLP collector card game. They will be live streaming it. They always have a room full of folks all weekend long. Okay, moving down. So, panels. We have like so much programming going on.
Hey.
Yeah, it's like
But
it is. We have a total of 45 community guests coming.
Wow.
We have the Silver Span Salon selections are coming up. They're actually the sign-ups, you guys. Shh, don't tell anyone. They're live on the website.
Okay, cool.
If you go to the website, you can actually start signing up for Silver Span Salon.
Yikers.
Isn't that what the guidebook
You know.
thing said?
Yes.
Because I downloaded a preview of the guidebook yesterday because someone asked me a question about the schedule. I was trying to help Zizzy.
Oh, just send it to me, because what he does is he asks 5 people, and somehow he takes the slight difference. Yeah, we're fine.
He plays mommy and daddy against him.
We're fine.
No, that's why I was going to mention it to you
No,
here
no
today.
worries.
So let's do. So that's Silver Span Salon. Premium experiences. Goodness sakes, how could I forget that? We have Fuzzy Logic Escape Room will be back here again this year. I think they're bringing 2 escape rooms. There, if you go to our website, the sign-ups to sort of pick a time and a day and a time of day that you want to sign up is there. They'll be here again this year. Dusty Cat. This is kind of a time-sensitive one. Dusty Cat is going to do lunchbox guitar builds.
Yep.
It's $150 a build. He will bring all the tools and all the supplies necessary for each person to make their very own lunchbox guitar that they can take home with them.
It's an electric guitar, right?
I don't know if it is. It
I
might
thought it
just
was.
be. I don't know if it has a plug-in. I'd have to ask him the
Alright.
details.
There's videos of him playing
Yeah.
some on YouTube.
Yeah.
On this channel.
But you need to get your information to us ASAP that you want to do that. Go to the website, go to the Premium Experiences page, and click there. So that's what's happening there. Clockwork Monster. Shelly from Clockwork Monster will be coming, and she'll be vending with a few of her other sort of clockworky alchemy kind of friends that do leather work and buckram work. She'll be holding 2 workshops, one to make ears and one to make little buckram mini hats. So if you want more information about signing up for that, the instructions are on the website. What else do we have? Baron Angle is doing the hoof bones connected to the leg bone. It's a great little sketch event. It's being sponsored by University Arts Center in Redwood City. They're going to provide all of the supplies you need to participate in this sketch workshop. It'll be a 3-hour workshop, and there's only 12 spaces, and 7 are already taken. And Baron will be talking about it on his live stream tonight, so my guess would be they will be full soon. So if you're interested, let us know. Other premium experiences.
You're forgetting one that's kind of big.
That's my kicker one. Except I'm just gonna go, Sophie. What other premium experiences do we have?
Well, we have this guy coming up from Mexico who has a name in the fandom called the Brony Chef, who is doing 3 meals this year for us: a lunch, a brunch, and a dinner.
Yeah.
Decided not to do the breakfast because he likes to sleep in, kind of like me.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to be up early for the breakfast last year. I was not happy.
Yeah, that's
but the breakfast was really good. He's currently working as an executive chef for a resort at the moment, revamping their menu.
Right, wait. Isn't he like I don't know if this is true or not. I may be talking out my ass here. Isn't he like a Michelin star chef or something?
I don't know if he's a Michelin star chef. I know that he
good.
I know that he used to work for the president of Mexico as
That
a
works,
chef.
works. That's fine.
As a chef, so
That works.
he knows his stuff. He's the real deal.
That works.
And he will be doing all villain themed menus this year.
Oh, cool.
So please, if you are interested in those, please sign up. We actually cut the prices a little bit from last year. In order to reflect, because last year was kind of an experiment. We didn't know how much it was actually going to cost us to do. We had kind of really good guesstimations, but this year we have a pretty good feel for how much it costs. So if you're interested in doing that, please sign up. Please sign up soon, because the day he flies out here, which is the Sunday before con, we're going to be estimating how much we need to buy for the weekend. So I'd like to know before then, ideally, so I can plan and be efficient with money. We will overbuy a little bit, but because if we need 8 quail's eggs, I think they only sell them in 12s. So,
Yeah.
but some things are expensive and some things do require a little bit of extra planning. So if you guys are interested in doing that, please do. Please sign up for it.
We're also looking for some folks that really, really know how to look snappy in a polo shirt. Or a formal shirt to help at the meal times before and after the meal with sort of the serving and the cleanup afterwards. It's one of those little staff positions that's vital, but it's got it's a really clear commitment. It's a short period of time on Friday, short period of time on Saturday, short period of time on Sunday. So please, if you're interested in helping serve for the Brony Chef, let us know.
One of the advantages of doing this is that you will get to sample some of the food.
Nice.
And it, obviously, if there's a staff member here who wants to help out, and you're available during that time, please do. But if you're not a staff member and want to help BABSCon, that is a legit staff position. So legit,
It is.
if you want a free badge and you just want to look nice and help serve food and move plates around for maybe 4 hours total over the weekend.
Yep, and clean plates afterward actually.
Yeah, and we'll help with that. That's not just your job.
No,
But that's one way to get a free badge. Legit, be staff. You'll get staff merch. You'll get a bunch of other perks. Staff feed, where we also literally will feed you. So you'll get free food no matter what. So I almost think that's the best job. Maybe I'll just be the server. I'll be a waiter and I'll maybe that's what I'll do that next year. That'll be good.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah.
I could use somebody else next year.
Yeah.
He refuses to do this thing unless I'm his liaison.
Mm-hmm.
So, those are, I think I hit all the premium experiences.
Marshall Brownies?
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
Marshall
please don't
Brownies,
forget
if
them.
you're watching. How could I forget them? Marshall Brownies are back. They're not only going to be bringing their martial arts workshop, but they will also be bringing a dance workshop.
Ooh, that's new.
Yeah, one of their talents is that they actually teach dance. And because of the kind of music that we have at Mayhem and the Electric Pony Carnival, they're going to be trying to teach us moves that would make us look cool at Mayhem. Of which, yeah, I might have to try, because the idea that I might someday look cool is sort of tempting. But anyways, and it's, I think, $20 a ticket. You can go online, go and add it as an add-on through Concrescent, or you can email us and we'll make sure you get that. They send, the bulk of what they make goes to charity. What the Brony Chef, what we make in profit from the Brony Chef meals also goes, a significant portion goes to charity.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Logic Escape Room also is going to be sending money to our charities. A portion, I think it's 20% of what they take in, they give to charity. So in supporting the premium experiences, we're supporting the convention, the people that are providing them, and the charities that we're hosting this year. Want to talk a little bit about the children's program. Once again, we're going to have children's programming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of convention. We've added an additional all ages event, which is our Electric Pony Carnival. DJ Krillick, who is our Renegade stage lead, is going to be putting on a show on Saturday evening. It's an all ages show. It's going to be a glow stick party. We're going to whip out our glow sticks and dance and have a really good time in the poolside pavilion. It's a great opportunity to test out that venue to see if it can hold the vibes. Children's programming has got the My Little Pony, My Little Jedi folks are coming back. Fizzy Philly Bath Salts is going to be coming just to do stuff for the kids program. They're not vending this year, but they're still going to make bath salt unicorn horns. Let's talk about what's happening with cosplay. We are going to have Twinkie Pond, My Little Jedi, and Cosmic Melody will be here as our sort of cosplay guests this year. Our cosplay theme this year is Everybody is a Cosplay Body. And in lieu of a contest this year, we're going to have thanks to the Looney Turtle, thanks to the Riff Ponies and their kazoos, we will have a couple of really fun cosplay fursuit parades through the convention with music happening on Friday and Saturday. So we want to give all of our fursuiters and all of our cosplayers a chance to like strut and show off their stuff. I'm hoping that we will also have a couple of really lovely little photo op locations throughout the convention so that people can get their photos taken and hang out and be admired. And we have 2 people that are going to be running our cosplay lounge. The cosplay lounge, Headless Lounge, will be open far longer hours this convention than the previous 2 years. And one of the people that's going to be in the cosplay team is actually a seamstress, and she'll be bringing sewing machines, and she may even have some little wee sewing projects for people to come and do if you want to get crafty. So, is there anything I'm missing? Any giant gaping?
Panels in general, or
Well, we have a lot of panels, and there's just like too many to mention.
How many panels do we have?
Well, in terms of individual programmed scheduled events, we have over 125.
That's a lot of damage.
That's yeah.
Nice.
You're never going to be at a loss for something to do.
No,
plus, of course, all the usual guest of honor stuff. We got VA Q&A. We're doing a special one-on-one interview each with Gray DeLisle Griffin and with Gail Simone, who are
and Daniel.
Oh, and Daniel Ingram. That's right. Silly me. Obviously, we're also having the usual show writers Q&A, the usual comic book Q&A. We're doing a more broad like comic industry thing with Gail, Andy, and Jeremy, who are going to talk about their experiences not just with IDW and Pony, but also working with like Marvel and DC, and that's going to be pretty fascinating. We're also going to do a thing that we've tentatively titled Breaking Out of the Pink Aisle, which is going to pull together a lot of our female creators talking about sort of the influence of My Little Pony and animation and quote-unquote girls media in the post-Pony world being not just for girls anymore. It should be a pretty fascinating discussion there. Yeah. So we got lots going on in guest of honor as well. So yay. You don't want to miss any of those at all.
If people want to
clone yourself.
I know we mentioned charity already, and so forgive me if we already said this, but if you're interested in donating to the charity auction, you can go onto the website, I believe, and there's a form. There's a Google form.
There's a link to a Google form. You can send us what you want to donate, how you're getting it to us. They will be. I think they might even be open to receive some stuff. Like first thing Friday morning will be when charity's open. They're not able to. They're hosting a reception Thursday night, so they won't be able to open it up Thursday night, but they'll be there first thing Friday morning.
Excellent.
I'm sure I missed something.
While we were giving updates, we had some new folks come in. If Sophie and Sonia could introduce themselves.
Go.
I'm Sonia. It's all my fault.
Yeah, we last.
It is really all her fault. And
I started the con. I chaired the first couple of years. I'm on the board. And this year all I'm doing is booking the guests and generally being a utility infielder wherever folks need me. But
kind of where I've been this year too. It's been really different.
You have a lot of utility infielders.
I have a lot. Yeah. Well.
Anyway, so that's who I am. And I also, if you ever need bizarre knowledge of where bodies have been buried since 2014, I'm probably the person who can answer that.
Or me.
By which I mean things like, didn't we have this weird design asset of Golden Gates eating muffins? Yes.
Oh no, I was
yes,
thinking
we did.
literal bodies.
Don't admit that on a public stream.
My name's Sophie. I was the third person ever pulled into this madness, and I'm kind of resuming my original job that I had way back in 2014. Although, admittedly, I've been a little stressed and a little kind of out of it. But I have been kind of watching our finances and purchasing plane tickets for some of our community guests and making sure that numbers add up and that our taxes are filed on time and that, that we basically have money in the bank and basically kind of being financial and businessy.
I like money.
And I've also been watching, doing purchases for some of the Bernie Chef stuff. We have a couple of really cool surprises that I've actually had to source some things from unusual places for, and that kind of thing. So I do that, and I help out wherever I can, wherever I have the energy to help out. And answer a lot of emails. I've been forwarding a lot of emails lately and not so much answering them, but so I do a little bit of everything. So hi everybody.
Yay. And Sophie, real quick, on the note of Brony Chef things, if you're wondering where all the bowls went, I have all of the bowls.
Yeah, and you know where all the plates and salad plates are?
In storage?
In storage, along with the silverware.
Excellent. So we'll be getting those out soon.
-1, because we
How
broke
did
one.
the bowls get separated?
Because we still needed to clean them, and I just took them home to clean.
Oh, lovely.
Whereas I went through and hand washed the salad plates.
Got it.
So
that's why we need help.
This is why we need help for the Brody Chef, because we want to try and keep things kind of clean. I actually have a couple of carts at home that we're going to set up as kind of a combination of bus carts and wash stations. So this will help out an awful lot.
Excellent.
So I figured you ended up with them. We're doing another apple wine this year for that.
Oh, I love the apple wine. That's the best part.
And we will have more. We will have more than just 14 bottles this year because everybody wanted to take a bottle home last year.
Yep.
So I'm going to have a bunch of small bottles that people can take home, and then large bottles for the table.
Small slight story about the apple wine. It was so good. I managed to snag a bottle last year, and my friend, who was first time at BABSCon, also got to snag one. He now works for us in staff in the IT department, and he said that he wanted to save the apple wine for a special occasion, and so what he did was he saved it for Thanksgiving, and so he actually opened it up for Thanksgiving with his family, and his family loved it. So
I make good
wine.
stuff.
I know, right?
It's spreading.
I mean, I have this year's apple wine. It's going to be a little different than the last year's because I had a specific. Because I make these things. When the chef and I work together, I ask him what does he need in the way of a wine to go with what he's building, and he gives me a flavor profile, and then I go away and I figure out how to make it. And so this year's it's a little bit different. It's a ginger, kind of a sweet ginger apple wine. So it'll be a different flavor profile, but it'll still be really good.
Nice.
I will be sampling it in the next week because it'll be just about ready. It won't be quite ready to bottle for another couple of weeks, but I need to check it. So,
excellent.
But that's the kind of thing I get up to. I do weird, crafty, kind of creative things for the con sometimes.
Yep.
Oh, I have another creative thing that I wanted to mention on stream that I thought we could do. Since we're doing kind of space and beyond kind of thing, I found a place we could get a full-size TARDIS
Ooh,
for the con.
that'd be fun.
I also found a how-to make life-size pony standees.
Ooh.
That's cool.
So if folks want a craft project and are willing to spend some time, we could get the TARDIS and get a Ponyville backdrop and put the Ponyville backdrop in the TARDIS with the doors open. So instead of a control room, it's the TARDIS opens into Equestria.
Yes.
And then we could do life-size standees of the ponies to sit around it as a thing people can take pictures around. But I don't have the space, nor energy, nor time to do all the cutouts. So if folks would like to do them, drop me an email, send me a message.
What email can they send it to?
They can send it to my first name, Sophiana, at BABSCon.com.
Cool.
And since this is kind of a, technically this would be a theme project normally, but because theme has their own problems, I saw it earlier this week.
Oh, they have their own things that they're doing, not problems. But yeah.
That's true. Well, their own concerns would be how I would phrase it.
Okay.
Is there a cost for the TARDIS?
It's like $50. It's cardboard. It's a life-size cardboard thing. So it's not like a fancy. I know where I could get a plywood one too, but that's like $300-400, and then we have to store it afterward. The cardboard one, I'm not as worried about storing afterward.
You're really lucky there's somebody sitting between you and Atlas.
This is why we're looking for the cardboard one. I actually spent a lot of time looking for the damn cardboard one because I knew they made one.
I had reached out to Tenant Cosplay, who's the originator of the Cosplay Havens.
Yeah.
And but he's not doing. He has a.
Well, you know.
But he's not doing cons right now.
I have the gentleman who goes to various cons. He goes in, and on the first day he plays the first Doctor, and by the end of the con he's the most recent Doctor. He also plays Dr. Hooves for MLP Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, having the TARDIS and because we're doing sci-fi, just
I
gotta do it.
Well, we have that wonderful art asset that we did for the Drabble Dash, which is
I saw that too. Yeah.
The trio writing with the TARDIS in the background.
Yep.
We are all stories in the
So.
end.
This is the kind of thing I do. I do weird stuff and creative stuff, and I wanted to mention it to you, Fable, before it went anywhere. And while on stream, see if I can get some extra hands. If I can get I mostly need help with the cutouts because that's kind of labor intensive, but I could teach someone how to do it. I'm pretty sure. It involves poster board, paint, and time, basically. But the TARDIS is a pre-bought thing. I haven't bought it because I have nowhere to store it. But I see someone doing the gesture.
No, I'm looking down at the far end of the table trying to. Somebody said give Atlas a firm handshake or a hug, so.
Oh.
On the stream?
Oh, okay, yeah. Atlas is our buddy.
It won't help though. The storage is still an issue.
Yeah, storage is going to be an issue.
But no, we're gonna get rid of all those Queen Quakes, so there'll be a little bit of room.
That'll help. But the TARDIS, we could put we could send the TARDIS.
It
we
would
could
help
send
it would help if the TARDIS actually gave us storage space.
Unfortunately, it's not really bigger on the inside.
I know.
However, it being a cardboard thing, we can send it home with someone, I'm sure. I mean,
someone would love to keep it in their room probably for a year.
I mean, if I had space, no, like there you go. Like legit, if I had space to have one set up in my room, I would have it set up in the inside done up as a display cabinet. Like, I just don't have space. So, anyway, that's me. Sorry, I'm rambling a lot. It's been a very busy morning for me. Busy week for me, actually.
It's all right. Atlas.
Atlas.
Is there any updates that you wanted to give regarding either your department or anything that you do?
Well, it's hard to follow up with all the great stuff that happened before. So convention support's just mainly in the background supporting all the other teams. So it is a vital a bunch of people that work with us. Without us, there would be no convention in the first place.
Yep.
The real heroes here.
Well, yeah, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
It's a team effort.
Well, I say that about
How
everybody.
humble.
So.
But there's not really much to update. They're all working. All the team leads are working, doing what they're doing. I'm kind of letting them do their own stuff. They have plans. Hospitality, which does our staff feed, is looking to have a very good menu this year with a lot of different things.
I'm involved a little in that.
And Sophie's involved with that part, so that's a big plus right there.
Yeah, I know how to cook food on the cheap. That's good.
Awesome. So we can look forward to that, because staff feed does feed all of our great staffers.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So that's another perk about staffing, is getting to eat on kind of the con's dime. So we will feed you if you work. Accessibility is looking to have some, some announcements made and put in the website about accessibility features, and they're working with EMP to create accessibility spaces in the event areas, so our wonderful attendees that have special needs can get little areas, closer to the action, so they're not sitting 20 miles away. What else? ConOps is just basically our security and dispatch center of the convention nerve center. They are pretty well staffed up, and they have status quo. I know Major, the lead for that department, I think is going to try to be at our last in-person meeting to go over a few things, radio etiquette with the staff, and talking about how our department supports everybody else. Infodesk is our information center of the convention, so they're kind of out front and center. They are going to work with EMP about getting some information from Nan about what they need to promote and push, out when they talk to people out on the floor. And logistics is fine. It was kind of touch and go there for a while because we were kind of dropping some people, but we added some more, and we got some vets back to help us during the critical Thursday pickup, so we're good to go there. Let's see what else. Who am I forgetting? I think that's it. I'm kind of doing some side help with HR. I'll probably, at some point on Thursday, I'll kind of be turning the reins over to the acting second for logistics, while I'll probably go and be helping out in HR to kind of get them through the first staff rush that evening. And we were able to pull some other people in from a couple of the other departments, or sharing some folks to help HR out on Thursday and Friday with the mad rushes. I think we have the gopher situation figured out. It's probably going to be a shared agreement between HR and ConOps, so I'm still going to get those two teams together and kind of discuss how we're going to work that and how I'd kind of like to see that go. So we'll have gophers hopefully for the convention, and that is pretty much about it. Come and staff BABSCon if you don't have a job. Hit us up. We'll find you work.
Yep. There's still lots of departments that want extra help. So if you want a free badge, free swag, free food at our con, please sign up. Go to babscon.com/volunteer. It's that simple, and it's going to be lots of fun. Let's see. Oh, okay, so Atlas, I know there's an idea that we had discussed at the executive meeting, and sometimes when we're in the executive meetings, it's like, are attendees going to like this? I don't know, this and that. But we can just ask you guys right now. There was a great idea that Atlas had that was, we have a lot of like old signage, maybe some like old props and stuff from like back in the day. And we were we need storage space, so it's like, okay, we need to like get rid of them somehow. But instead of just like getting rid of them, it would be cool if we could like give them back to the people that like those things. So we were thinking of either setting up a place where you can like either buy them, or we're not sure if we're like gonna give them away. So people in the stream, people in the chat, people here.
Andy, you wanna?
Oh, look, like example. Here's one. Is that one that we'd be giving out?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay, I want that. What?
Wait, no, those.
Those, I think those are the real ones.
Hold on.
This year.
Didn't we give a bunch of them away already?
No, I'm looking for. He posted a
We'll find
whole
some.
bunch of them.
All right. While we look for that, so
Are those the keepers?
streamers. Those look like
Yeah,
keepers.
those are the keepers. Right, those are the
Anyway,
keepers.
so we want to know what you guys think. Would you be interested in getting or being able to purchase from us old school BABSCon signs, old school
These would be.
props and things?
Here's examples.
What do you think? Oh, examples. So like, a lot of them are
2018 Friendship Festival, Nahum concert.
How would I try to like figure out how I would? Oh yeah, that's.
Let's get it away from my computer,
There we
maybe.
go. Anyway, it looks like that Friendship Festival, Nahum concert.
That's 2018.
Yeah, things like that. So let us know what you think. I'm going to read some stuff here right now, but I know there's some people have some ideas from the outside. Oh, my arm is so tired. It's like I flew in. Do you, what were you going to say?
How many signs do we have still, like, to give away?
How many would you estimate?
Probably like ones that are actually collectible art style, probably close to over, I would say over 10. But there's ones that are just oddball directional signs, but we don't know if anybody would really want those. I mean, we got probably
These I want to keep.
15, 16, 17 of them.
Isn't there a lot more than that?
Stuff like this.
Maybe
The pile.
Maybe the collectible ones, you can put in like the silent auction or something.
Yeah,
We should at least give Sophie Sacrament.
We
I
thought
have
about
it.
it, but
Oh, you good.
It's already at home.
It'd make it drag
I took a
out
bunch of.
so
Oh,
long.
actually, gave a bunch of. Sorry, I gave a bunch of signs out for Christmas this season to folks that wanted con merch that had never been to BABSCon,
Nice.
and they super loved the stuff. I sent
Look at
them.
that. People who haven't even been to BABSCon have these things. We gotta step up our game as BABSCon fans.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of theme props.
Does anyone have questions or ideas about that sort of thing? Is that something you think attendees would like? Is it something you would like? Thoughts? Any thoughts?
I'd probably buy the Nahum one, but yeah.
You'd probably buy the Nahum one, yeah?
How would costumes fall into all this? Like all the costume people?
If you got
So,
cash now, I could sell it to you.
I
It's in my car.
if we have them, then sure. I know we tried especially with Fables and Fantasy in 2018, we tried like, hey, take these, like we didn't need them anymore. People didn't take them. I have like the staffs of both the Golden Gate Army. What were they called?
Oh, the banners.
The golden. No. I have the
door
they have,
guards?
the door
Oh, the
guards.
spears.
The door guards had spears.
Yeah,
I have both types of spears, and I have them in my house.
I actually have Diablo's 2018 outfit.
Nice.
Um,
And my friend who had the apple wine from my previous story for Thanksgiving bought the awesome
The
hammer.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome. That was a charity thing.
I have I still have the original Emperor's staff.
Nice.
The electronics need to be worked on, but I
That's
have
really
it.
good.
And I have somewhere we had some of the 2017 and 2018 costumes for a minute
Mhm.
too. I don't know where those ended up.
Suggestions from the stream include get them autographed. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Autographed Brony Inspector. Autographed by who? Do they care about like autographed by staff or autographed by like Nicole Oliver? Like is that
Autographed by
you know
Probably
who?
the staff and probably people wanting to go on.
Real
Maybe.
The artist who did the art,
Yeah.
Ugh,
like
that'd be
what,
Yeah,
kinda
like
staffers.
who do we have
That'd be kind of
the
tough.
signature of?
What were you gonna ask?
If we have a sign that's like "Welcome BABSCon," I want every staff member to autograph it, and I would take that home and just save it. Just get like random signs and have as many staff or as many staff as applies to it, just autograph it and just
Yeah,
have people keep those because this is going to mean a lot to us.
that's true. That's actually kind of interesting. Because that's almost, I'm looking over at Athena, our HR director, that's almost feasible where if we had something, like the minimum viable product in my opinion would be like a con book, where every time somebody gets a badge or gets a staff badge, they like, hey, sign the con book. It's just right there open that people can, there's like 5 pens, and every time someone does it, they can sign it. And then maybe that can either be a super duper collector's thing, or it could be something sold for the charity auction, or it could be something else. So that's an idea. No, that's excellent. These are excellent ideas.
We'll also be putting out the BABSCon Book of Friendship again this
Oh
week.
yeah,
That we do that every year.
I love that.
I just figured that we should mention it
Yeah, don't forget.
that's true.
because people forget about it sometimes.
Sign the book, friendship book.
Put an entry in it. It's not
Yes.
just sign it.
Put an entry in it.
Exactly. You're supposed to actually write something.
Huh?
I don't like my handwriting.
So you're supposed to actually write something.
Brony Inspector says
have-
Mitzi still has last year's costumes. Is Mitzi?
I think she's Mitzi is second in theme and doing costumes
Okay.
this year. So
We'll get a hold of Mitzi. Just double checking it wasn't like a BronyCon thing because I know they were talking about BronyCon earlier
no.
on the stream.
No.
Staff show and artists. Yes, reserve at least one sign for every staff member to autograph. That's a good idea.
I also wonder if the signs were up in the BABSCon party room for like silent auction or to the highest bidder into the tip jar kind of
Yeah.
thing. Because that, I mean,
That might be good.
because it'd also decorate the space, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you have any other ideas, please put it in the chat, and we'll read them after. Cool. Sonia, we sort of did a little. We talked about Josh Haber and also Vincent Tong.
What specifically about them?
That we announced them.
Oh, yeah.
Like since the last meeting. But I was wondering if you could give us a rundown of all the people that we have so far.
Yeah. And I'll reiterate to those who are here who is upcoming. Oh, hey, Fauna. I just saw you there. You're being stealthy.
Let's continue.
All right. So the come on. I'm just pulling up the list because I have the tapioca brain. The folks that we currently have announced are Nicole Oliver, Daniel Ingram, Gray Delisle Griffin, Vincent Tom, Peter New, Josh Haber, Gail Simone, Andy Price, and Jeremy Whitley, and I'm very pleased about all of those people. The next person to be announced, I think, will make. I'm gonna tell people. It's fine. I mean, it's not state secrets for crying out loud.
That's fine.
The rest of the world's gonna be finding out in hopefully about a week anyway. Is gonna be GM Barrow. And then we have one more after that. So that's what's going on with Guests of Honor. We already touched earlier on some of the Guests of Honor based programming that's going to be going on. So that's very, very cool. Just a reminder, of course, that if staffers want to get involved with any of the super special, secret squirrel, extra exclusive Guest of Honor stuff, like the meet and greet or oh dear lord, the intimate meal that comes with Galactic, you can always buy one of those high society passes and gain entry, or one of the sponsor tier, and gain entry. So as of right now, let's see here. What do we got? As of right this moment, we have a whopping 7 high society left. That's it. Less than 10 high society. 2 noble, 2 galactic, no crystal. Zoink.
Oh, where
So-
did that one go?
Oh, quite some time ago.
I know, right?
So yeah, if folks are wanting into that, this is your last chance. Once those are gone, those are gone, and
We're currently running a 15% off sale.
That's true.
Flash. Use code Flash while registering. That's our deepest discount ever. So please take advantage.
I can't believe you didn't make a save every one of us joking out loud, but here we are.
actually, I didn't. We did in the
We
tweet.
did it earlier, I think.
It was in the tweet, I think. Yeah. Oh, actually, might have been. What did we actually say in the tweet? Oh yeah. He's for every one of us. Stand for every one of us. He's Flash. Sentry.
Yeah.
Because you have to let it down once you get to Sentry.
No, I mean the amount you're saving.
Oh well. I only have 280 characters, man. What do you want from us?
You can always try it and find out. And then, 15%. Wow, that's a lot. Atlas, you seem to have some things. Do you want to show some things off?
No.
No? Really?
See nothing.
He has things in a manila folder.
Cool. All right. Actually, though, or no? Like actually, no? Okay. Cool. All you
Come to the
BAB
convention, you can
streamers,
find out.
you're watching carefully in the background. You saw some quality stuff right there. Let's see. Okay. Emilio, do you have anything updatey on your end or anything you're?
I'd like to defer to Athena.
All right.
He's just now with us.
The Fawn's here.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll okay, another person who entered the room while we were discussing is Fauna, our design director. Hello. Would you like to give any updates from design or anything?
Well, as far as design, the only big thing we have is we are also have comics drop on social media. So we do have our story for this year ready to be shared with all of you attendees. We're very excited about that. As well as are officially, for those of you who have been asking me at conventions and privately and whatnot, we officially are doing the BABSCon Design Team Tea Party this year.
Nice.
And we'll have an announcement for that on social media here soon as well. I'm also running theatrics this year. So there's also, we also have our story for that. We're very excited for a very homey, very, very family-oriented story this year. And I'm very excited to announce that we do have all of our actors.
Nice.
So we're very excited for everyone that we have. And you all will see me in a different light at cons. I'll just put it that way.
I know that you mentioned the tea party and it's going to be announced on social media soon. Do you want to give BAB streamers and the people here a little bit more context on that? BAB stream exclusive?
Yeah. So what that is a meet and greet for our design team artists and for our attendees. It will be hosted in the Children's Pavilion after, I believe it's 6 to 8:30. Don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on those times. It is after the vendor hall and the Children's Pavilion will be closed for the evening. So it will be just a fun way to come and meet the artists, all the people who've been working on this con and putting a lot of time and energy into this con. It's a great way to see some of the special things that the artists have been working on in an exclusive way. And we're just very, very excited to be able to interact with the attendees this way.
Excellent. Cool. Any questions or things for design?
Go team.
Go team. I have seen the badges this year, the badge artwork.
They're kind of rocking.
They are amazing. They are my favorite. I know I shouldn't pick favorites, but they are my favorite like complete set of badges of like any BABSCon year.
Our weekend badges are spectacular this year.
Yep.
Our standard weekend badges, our standard weekend attendees are gonna feel real special with the badges they're getting this year.
This might be the first year I'll have to collect a set.
I know, right?
I've never collected a set. Actually, back 2014 I did. I have no idea where they are, but I have a 2014 set.
Awesome. I know the galactic badges in particular. I think might be like my favorite overall. And this year I was the top tier last year, but this year I was like, I'm just gonna do high society. But I'm just like, those badges though. Do for the badge. Do for the badge. Cool.
I wanted to just highlight that from the programming point of view, design is really going to be quite active at the convention this year. We know that they work like mad all prior to the convention, but in addition to the mad tea party happening at the poolside pavilion, I think midnight premiere and a host of who knows who is going to be doing an art-related panel.
Be also on that
Sketch the Witch is doing Do Your Pony Sona, I think, if I'm remembering correct.
I will also be involved in another art-related panel that will be happening at convention. I'll be
So-
helping with the Iron Artist, I think, or something like that.
Won't be an Iron Artist this year.
Oh, okay. I thought there was some kind of thing going on this year, some art props. There's something that I'm involved with.
Yeah, the attempts at getting some of the other additional IDW artists just didn't work out this year, so we only have Andy representing artists.
Yeah, I think it was a smaller panel.
But so the design team will be around. They'll be either in the vendor hall, where you will see the work that they do all year round. They'll be in panels. They'll be at the tea party, and please support our artists.
You can even find some of your artists in your own house if you go to our BABSCon Etsy store online. You can buy amazing merch that is all the artists done by our amazing artists, and we have them delivered directly to you. So if you want awesome t-shirts, if you want awesome mugs, if you want things like laptop cases, we also have some like new canvas prints. We might actually have some like print stuff out soon. I'm just like, everyone loves canvas prints, and it's like, Andy, only you do. Yeah. So I'll be making some print prints.
Canvas prints.
There's even things like shoes and stuff. So please check out our Etsy store. You can go to
don't believe everything you hear on the internet.
You can go to r.babscon.com/merch or shop or swag.
The link is from the BABSCon website.
Yep, and the link is also on the BABSCon website as well. You can also just search BABSCon Etsy. We're pop up right there. So please, that's like the number one way to support like the con, and also specifically the artists. Like proceeds to that go to the con, but we make sure that like, hey, like the artist made the stuff, like the proceeds go to funding the things that they need to be doing. So that's the main way we do that. So please go to our store. What else? Yeah, okay, so do that. Thank you. Oh, and the stuff online is going to be online exclusive. We might have a few of them there to like either show off or maybe like sell off a little bit at con, but we're definitely going to be having like QR codes that people can buy the online exclusive stuff, as well as there will be BABSCon exclusive things as well. So it'll be both, but if you want to come to BABSCon already in your BABSCon swag, go to the Etsy store. That's the best way to do it. We have some new, or we will be having in a little bit, some new luggage tags. I think we still have the old one up. We have shoes, so you can go get your kicks in while walking around BABSCon. We also have, what else do we have? Any other really interesting things we have in the merch store? We have mugs.
Shirts. Some of the older shirts from the way back. You can enter the Wayback Machine and grab some older designs.
Exactly. If you need to complete your BABSCon collection, or make a new complete BABSCon collection, we have all the shirts of old. And then this year we will have our new shirt as well. So it's gonna be great. Okay, just thought I'd plug it in there.
By the way, come to BABSCon.
By the way, come to BABSCon. Exactly. Do we have anything from any updates from the Reg side of the table? No? Ellie, do you want to give some awesome updates on stuff? Anything else you wanted to say while we're going around?
Please sign up. Please sign up to work for Tabletop. We still need a couple people.
Sign up for Tabletop, please. Free food, free swag. What more could you want? Free tabletops. Yeah. Athena, do you have any HR updates you want to give?
Indeed, I do. We currently have 270 applicants, 208 of which have been accepted, which means we have approximately 62 people still available. So people in this room or people in the atmosphere, whatever, that need staff, go check them out. I'm in the process of going through and updating applications and people who are missing emergency contact information. If your leads here and you have staffers, please make sure that they have filled out that information because I need it. Otherwise, that will severely
Slow
delay.
roll. Yeah.
That will severely delay, or if not, prevent you getting your badges. So if I send you an email, please respond with that information at your earliest convenience. Thank you. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. As you can see, we still need staffers, executives or leads. There are still people on the Concrescent system to hire, so please do so. Do you want to give any updates on anything you're up to? There's this free-form update time. Everyone's a director here.
The only thing I have was like relayed to me about productions. It's just like concert is now goes till 1:30 a.m. instead of 9.
Wait. Let's repeat that. Concert goes till when?
1:30 a.m.
1:30 a.m.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
All hail Eclipse and Dorian.
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll be extending our Naham festivities. It's gonna be awesome.
That's good because that was
about
one thing
a
that
small acoustic event Thursday evening, 9 Cypress 8 or something. I don't know what that's about.
We don't know if that's happening or not.
Okay.
It's likely not at this point.
So that's
Cool.
Hopefully you got that.
wish the production leads
I
were
said
here.
hopefully you got
Haven't met them in
that. Very
person
low on
yet.
the volume.
All right. Let's see.
We do breakouts. It's like
Does anyone here on this side of the room have any updates or things they want to give? Things even they've just been up to.
Can I give a plug?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, come staff for Viper. Viper is amazing. We've got the green room, we've got autograph staff. There's people here who are in autograph staff in the green room. You've also got liaisons, so if you've got a cool head and you can keep calling around.
Also drivers.
And drivers.
VIPR is our VIP relations team, also called Viper. They handle all of the guests of honor logistics and things like that.
That's about it, so thank
Cool.
you.
Yes, please, we still need more people to help out with that. If you want to rub elbows with the guests of honor in a classy, tasteful way, if not, you are there.
Understated.
You are there. You
So
are
that
there
you're
to
not fanning. So you're not standing out on them, all right?
Yeah, you're there to make sure they get from point A to point B, and to make sure they get to all their stuff on time. And there's some perks to that too.
Well, yeah, you get to hang out with cool guests.
Yeah, you get to hang out with cool guests and stuff.
a lot of times you'll see things that most attendees don't get to see.
Exactly.
Like what? Well, I mean, like.
Well, if we told you, that would take all the mystery.
Yeah, come join VIPR. And you'll find
What's
out.
that thing about some things needing to stay secret?
Something.
Pull the veil aside. Join Viper.
There you go. I like that actually. Maybe we should
That's a
do
good-
like that.
We'll do marketing for
No,
that.
but seriously, I mean, it's a good gig. It's a rewarding gig. Depending on the position, it can definitely be a hard gig. But again, like the most time-consuming is definitely being a liaison. But then again, I mean, you're attached to one of our fabulous guests, and you get to kind of know them a little bit as like a person, and that's cool. you're there to make sure that they get what they need out of the con gets what it needs out of them, and that everybody's happy with the whole result. I mean, that's very cool. And then as far as, autographs in green room, that's actually a much lighter commitment and still a lot of fun, and you still have some time to enjoy the rest of the con. And then driving, again, you get some guest contact, and it's just a vital thing to do. Did we mention dispatch? Do we have dispatch people? Are we good on
I
dispatch?
think about dispatch people,
We're
but
good
the
on
one thing I
dispatch?
want to mention with drivers is 25 and up, right?
Yeah, you need to be 25 or up with a valid license, and as we discovered last year, not be blacklisted by any of the major car rental agencies. So yeah.
The the 25, the under 25 thing, I'm pretty sure is like California law, so like there's no getting around it. So I know there's people in the chat going, "What about under 25?" It's like, no, it's a law. Like we're not, Let's see. This is where I open up the exec notes. Oh, here's like an update from the hotel. We talked before. Let me get this up here. Show my beautiful face. So we talked already before about get your hotel rooms. The hotel told us that I believe, so I'm sure we have more now, but as of like maybe 2 weeks ago, we've booked like 24 more rooms than last year already. Wow. So we've already broke our own record from last year. So please buy your rooms.
Did we manage to get an expansion of the block? Did that happen?
I don't know. We'll have to ask our hotel person when we
that's
get
that's a Tanaki question.
That's a Tanaki question. However, thinking of numbers.
Yes.
Because I missed
numbers.
My spot about numbers. I'm not going to say the exact number of pre-reg, but I'm going to say we're about 80 pre-reg up from this time last year.
Whoa, really?
Nice.
That's great. That's great to hear.
Gaining.
I'm so happy.
Go team.
Yeah.
Like I said last year, like I think everyone went to BronyCon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No worries.
Last one.
But now they can come to BABSCon. Oh, yeah. What else? Oh, yeah, so hotel. It's doing good. Please get more. I'm looking at the exec meeting notes.
I don't really have.
Our con book is coming along well. It's going to be awesome. Our guidebook is also coming along well. It's also going to be awesome.
Doesn't guidebook
you'll be
Well,
hearing more about the guidebook very soon.
Tonight, tomorrow, who knows? Keep your eye on social media.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to see what the events at BABSCon are going to be, guidebook is where it's going to be at. So we will see.
Oh, I had a question, and I don't know, Becky, I don't know if you can answer this, who can answer this. Is Reg planning to be open on day 0?
Usually, yeah.
Yep.
Well, no, remember, we're back to something. We're back to a normal schedule now.
Right, but
yeah, but it was still usually open on day 0.
Yeah.
What would be good to know is whether or not, like, what the hours for Reg are planning to be. So.
Yeah, they're planning to be. That's what I've heard from Harry.
That's also what I've heard as well.
Okay.
And typically the hours are usually like 5 o'clock.
I think that's the plan.
Okay, so 5 to whenever.
Well, let's see what time we have the lobby.
There's a request in the chat to please have paper schedules that are separate from the conference.
Yeah, probably like 9 o'clock.
So let's talk about paper schedules. It's a really good point.
Yeah.
So paper schedules have typically been separate from the con book. The con book contains things like the content of the panels, the descriptions, the who's being featured, the maps. In the past, we have printed a bunch of like 11 by 17 schedules. This year, it's going to look a little different. BABSCon's trying to go a teensy bit green. We will have a very, very small number of reference paper schedules available at key places around the convention. We will have a small number printed for the accessibility department. You will have access to the schedule on the website. You will have access to the schedule through Guidebook. And there will be a print now button on our website prior to con that if folks want their own paper copy of the schedule, they can print it before they come to convention.
Yep.
We're trying to avoid the stacks and stacks and stacks of pieces of paper that get left behind and made into airplanes and flown across the lobby and
even just not used.
And not used.
We go through the effort at the expense to print a whole bunch for you guys, but it seems like the guidebook itself is enough. The website itself is enough. For the people that do want the paper schedules, we will offer you a print version on the website that you can print yourself and bring to the con. I think that's the best way to do it, or at least that's the way that it seems that our attendees are using our schedules.
Yes, please do something.
But I'm telling you, Guidebook is cool. If you haven't downloaded it,
yeah.
There's this thing you can do called My Schedule. So anything that you're looking at that you like, you just hit the little plus button and it adds it to what you're interested in doing. And then you can just look at the selection of items that are your interest.
You can also have it set times or alarms and things for you. So he goes, oh, hey, this Toasty Writers panel is happening in 20 minutes. Better get in line. You can also, if you add on your Facebook or your Twitter, and you have other friends who add on their Facebook and Twitters, you can see what your friends are up to as well. So you can see your friends' schedules and whatnot and coordinate. There's also a lot of fun things are also just in the guidebook itself. We have our Legends of BABSCon. If you want to see, our convention has a storyline that spans throughout all the different years. So if you want to catch up and see what you've been missing, or even just kind of refresh the story a bit, we have a whole section dedicated to that where there's text, there's comics, there's videos. All those videos can be also found on our YouTube page, youtube.com/BABSCon. And also the guidebook has an interactive map, so it's not like, oh, where can I find this vendor in the vendor hall? No. It will show you exactly which table that vendor is at. So the guidebook itself is just infinitely better than any sort of paper schedule could be. We will have them for accessibility, obviously, and we will have them in key places. But if you want your own paper schedule, please print it out yourself. Save the trees.
Yeah, we definitely need to start advertising a guidebook and saying guidebook.
No,
yeah.
And you're not going to get to see the schedule unless you download Guidebook.
We know.
So,
I know you know.
Also, in the name of going green, the hotel has water bottle fillers. Rather than buying really expensive bottled water at the hotel, or even less expensive, please bring something to refill your water. Be a great thing to bring to sort of help decrease the waste.
Exactly. Let's see. A suggestion on the live stream is to, if you print yours out and want it nicely laminated, that's an option too for you guys to do. But yeah.
Not here.
Yeah, not obviously, but you do that beforehand. But let's see. Cool. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Just looking through my notes.
Once again, did we mention that if you want to advertise, whether it's in the con book, whether it's on our guidebook, navigation, there's banner ads for the navigation bar and guidebook, and they're great because they're actually hyperlinked ads.
Yeah, you can tap them and go to directly to your website.
And there's also going to be panel.
Nan, how about key cards?
We already did that.
That got done, and when you
so fast.
check in at the Hyatt for convention, you will be handed a key card with amazing artwork by Midnight Premiere on it, and on the back there will be an ad, and you will see who got the advertisement for the key card.
It was snatched up super quickly, but we're really happy with who got it. So
Like we announced it, and it was not even 5 minutes. And by not even 5 minutes, I mean they responded. I sent the invoice to them, and they paid the invoice all within 5 minutes. Like, it was super fast.
It was the fastest thing we've ever done. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So we were talking about the different advertising types. Con book advertisements, guidebook advertisements, and those are great because they are also tappable and it goes straight to your website. So if you have things you want to sell, or if you want like a website to go to, or like your YouTube channel or your Twitter stream, all the guidebook users will be seeing that. And where it is in the guidebook is when you go onto like the navigation area, you will see it down there. Oh, I think we're going to be getting a demo pretty soon. And then the panel room ad loops are going to be okay. Well, here's
So it's this little thing right down here,
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you tap it, it goes to the website that the ad was for.
Yep.
And they cycle however many seconds at a time that we set it for.
Yep. Let's see. And then for in our so this is the first time we're doing this actually. Our panel rooms, specifically the main hall, solar hall, and lunar hall, are going to be running. We have like projectors, and normally we project things or whatever, but between panels is when we can. Between panels is when we can show ads and stuff. So if you want people while they're waiting for the panel to start, or maybe they're sitting there, as they're coming in and out, they'll be able to see your advertisement. What's really cool about BABSCon ads is that even if you are, I always imagine like, oh, people who aren't here can advertise their stuff. So let's say you wanted to be a vendor, but maybe we didn't have room, you can advertise that way. Or maybe do it through the guidebook so people can click and go directly to your store. But even for people who are here, it's like, yo, you want some plushies? Like, come to this table at the come to our table at the vendor hall, and people can see it, and people can like, oh, I really want that. It's kind of like if you use the ads correctly, you could. It's almost like the attendees are always in the vendor hall and always seeing your stuff. So that's the way to think about it. And so email ads@babscon.com, ads@babscon.com, and then we will give you the information on how you can advertise for your for anything. Any questions or things people want to ask about anything we've been talking about this whole time? Nope. Let's see. I'm looking through the notes. We talked about the new Con Crescent. It's coming out soon. Con Crescent is our open source, free as in beer, free as in speech, convention organizing platform / software. It's on GitHub. Check it out. Version 3 is coming out soon, and that's going to be great. You'll be seeing our registration flow is going to be massively improved. So be on the lookout for that, either for 2021. We'll see. So PR marketing updates. I don't know if you've noticed. I think we've done a great job this year of like doing more social media posts, more announcements much earlier than usual. I remember, I think it was either last year or 2 years ago, we were like still announcing, we still had, like either we hadn't or we were about to like announce musicians. There was like maybe a month and a half before Con, it was like basically now. But we've been announcing musicians, for instance, all the way since December. we've been announcing community guests more evenly over time, guests of honor more evenly over time, and we've been doing a lot more sales. So we have an awesome marketing team, but we could always use more people. If you're into writing really fun posts, or making sure that all the Twitter handles are correct, and let's spice this up more. What if we had the coupon code? Let's have it be Flash. If those kind of things interest you, please sign up. Go to babscon.com/volunteer, and you can sign up for being part of the PR and marketing team. What was I gonna? Let's see. PR, theatrics. Our vendor lead isn't here right now because he lives like super far away, like
Utah.
some number of time zones away.
He's in Utah right now.
Utah.
Yeah.
But we have our merch this year is coming along smoothly. They are working with design. They're working with the attendee relations and sponsor relations to make sure that we have not only amazing things to buy at our merch store for the attendees, but also amazing gifts for our amazing sponsor tier members. So more info on that coming soon. I remember 2 years ago we did a pre-order style thing for the plushies specifically. We're still thinking about doing a pre-order scenario for some of our merch. So you'll be hearing more about that soon, or maybe not. But it worked really, really well last time we did it, so we might implement that again. So it really helps to be on our social media. We have a Twitter where we're most active. Facebook is where we're also very active. It's like Facebook and Twitter, like one-two punch. We also have, I don't know if you know this, an Instagram, babscon.com/ I think it's like BABSCon official.
Instagram.com/BABSCon official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said babscon.com.
Oh, Instagram.com. Yeah, that's right. Instagram.com/BABSCon official. We also have our YouTube page, youtube.com/YouTube. YouTube.com/BABSCon. And we also we have a Tumblr too. Go search for that. I think it's like Ask Golden Gates, but it's just I think it's babsconsf.tumblr.com. Anyway, so you just search Tumblr BABSCon, you'll find it. You'll probably find some other things too if you search for that. Anyway, I think it's important that if you are a fan of BABSCon, please like our posts. We have like 200 staffers, but our posts are like we get like 20 likes. Like come on, guys, that's 1/10. I'm pretty sure some of those people are not even staff. So if you enjoy BABSCon, it really does help us to spread the word, share our posts, like them, retweet, all that good stuff. Particularly ones that are like, hey, we need like, for instance, Dusty Cat's stuff. Like if we hadn't gotten enough people to sign up, it just won't happen.
Yeah.
Something that I want to have people sort of understand is that whenever it's like, hey, sign up for this, like it's because we need to know beforehand. And if we do signups at con, that's a risk, because then it's like you have to put up either a bunch of money or resources or time up front for something that may not even happen. So the best way to support the con is to sign up for things beforehand. We had so please do that. Please support us. And even if you yourself can't support, just like tweet and share.
Well, I think about all those postcards that we print, and the idea is you grab postcards and you bring them to all the little places you touch in at. That's the physical way to do it. The way to do it virtually is all those places you pop into or are connected to, just hitting a retweet or a like or a send or a forward or a share is another way of putting up all the postcards, because it's going to get to your circle, and your circle is not necessarily, it's like the Venn diagram, right? Some people are the same, but some are like I have such different circles, and every once in a while somebody says, that pony thing you do, what is that? And I have 2 people coming this year to check it out. Nice. So it's your way of putting up postcards if you're not here, but you can do it virtually.
A way that I do that is at work, I have people with kids, and it's like, hey, we have an excellent children's programming, and we're all about My Little Pony. Oh, my kid loves My Little Pony. Yes, you should come. Like, here's a discount. Here's a discount code.
And this is why you always have postcards on you.
Yep, I have them in my back pocket.
Always.
This one right here.
Exactly. For the people that are here, we have lots of postcards. Please take them. And for people that are not here, please share. Share everything.
I almost never go anywhere. Reach through the screen and grab something.
Exactly. Reach through the green and reach through the screen and grab them like Bendy.
Which
Let's
one do
see.
you want to do? Okay. Send me a message and I'll send you an invoice and get you set up for it.
All right. It looks like that
there's
is all
not
the
a way,
updates.
like, the database is
Are
for staff,
there
don't cross
any
with the
questions
add-ons.
from the live stream?
So,
and while I wait for
but yeah,
the
I can,
10 seconds that
I mean, we
takes,
did it that
I'm
way
gonna look
last
through
year. We could do it again.
Slack to make sure that there's
I am
nothing
super
else.
excited because but like I'm super excited because I also get to make ice cream for it. Like super rich, like triple chocolate Mexican. What was that? Yeah, and
Emilio, do you have anything?
it's on the menu.
Anything? Nothing?
I
That.
mean, it's on the
If
menu.
you don't know who Mystery Skulls is, go check out their music on YouTube.
We'll
I
be
guarantee
doing
you're
that
gonna have a great
probably on
time.
Monday or Tuesday.
Also, all of our musicians, go to r.babscon.com/mayhem. You'll see all of our musicians. They are also amazing. Please check them out on YouTube.
He and I are probably
or
also gonna sit down
SoundCloud or
and
wherever
talk about how
they
to make
are
dandelion
at.
butter,
Yo.
which is how we made dandelion sandwiches last year. Because I want to learn how to make those at home.
Okay, I think.
Because those are really good.
Oh no, I need to check the YouTube.
No new comments.
No new comments. Cool. Obviously, it's no new comments because everyone's going back in time and retweeting and resharing all of our posts, right? That's what they're doing.
Awesome. You're all awesome.
Yep.
In advance of you doing all those things.
Excellent. Okay, so I think that then wraps it up for the live stream portion. We'll be doing breakouts. I don't think we're going to come back to the live stream after that. So this is where it's gonna cut off for the BAB streamers.
Stay too black.
Usually after the after we do breakouts where everyone talks to their departments and figures things out, basically like little staff meetings and things like that. But then afterwards, we always go to Max's to eat food. So if you want to be a part of that community and be a part of that awesomeness that is the in-person meeting people, please come to our in-person meeting. The next in-person meeting is is currently scheduled for March 8th, which is literally next week. We had. I gave the hotel, like, here are all the days that we could possibly want them. Like, here's the ones that we can give you. And it's like, great. We'll just have 2 weeks in a row. So we'll still planning on doing that. If we don't, then we'll let you know. But we are going to do that.
One last thing.
Yes.
Please contact myself or Simon on Slack or contact me by email. My email is sophiana@babscon.com. And we're talking about doing a pre-con barbecue for staff only.
Ooh. That's a good idea.
Where? It would be at Simon's place, which I think is in Sunnyvale.
It's in Sunnyvale. It's in like Santa Clara, Sunnyvale.
Yeah. Really good place. Got a big thing, and then I get to play around with my rather expensive grill that I can't keep at my apartment. So.
Excellent.
It is my grill.
So
I own it.
staffers, be
I
on
see
the lookout for
laughter
that.
over there. It is my grill. I actually own that grill.
Please sign up if you have friends that would be interested in being staff, or even would just be interested in a free badge, straight up. Like, no shame. Like, if that's all you want from being a staff, like, we have some things for you to do to get that. Also, if you want to be a gopher, that is an attendee who just wants to help out. There are also rewards and things for gophers as well. The main difference between a gopher and a staff member is that staff members, like, your job is at con and like you are on staff at con. But gophers, it's like, oh, you can help out when you want, so your time is more flexible. So if you want that flexibility in time, please be a gopher.
Beware, gopher is the gateway drug.
Yes.
It is.
You'll love it so much. A lot of times people go, hey, I'm a gopher, but I want to be staff now. And we're like, great. We sign you up, and then you get access to a bunch of perks, and even get a nice merch and all that good stuff.
Or you'll have people like Fable who just walk up to you and tell you you should be staff.
And then it just happens. And
exactly.
You're staff.
But like in terms of flexibility though, like you can also like even if you are full staff and there's panels you want to attend, you can let your team know. It's not that it's more flexible. If there's panels you want to attend, you can let your leads know and they can help you work around the schedule so you can attend what you want to see.
Yeah, definitely. That's, I think, one of the great things about BABSCon is that because we have so many people usually on different departments, you'll see what the things that you want to see. And even being on staff, like that, like you'll know like when things are and stuff like that, so you can.
Examples of accommodations we've made for staff. I don't like having to sit in one place very much. I like to be moving around a lot. I have a job for you. I really need to be sitting down in a quiet, sort of low stimulus environment. Guess what? I have a job for you. I really want to make it to the tournaments for Smash Bro. I can work around that, right? There's a way to, because we have such a variety of needs and a variety of people, your needs and your desires can almost always be accommodated short of, I just want to attend the entire con and not work, but I want a free badge. That one's not going to work. But
unless you do logistics.
Well, logistics has a big job in front of the con and a big job at the end of the con. So, but there's a way to work with, if you're like, I could never staff con because ... Ask us, try us, see if we can accommodate you. We will say no if we can't. I don't know that I ever have.
Yeah. There's no like consequence for things like not working out. So like don't worry about it. People come and go on staff all the time. Everyone who joins staff is always part of the BABSCon staff family.
The fam.
The Babs fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no. You can only the only thing that you'll have too many friends to like keep track of is like what I've found. So that's the only downside of staffing is you'll be so swamped with friends and friendship is magic that you'll be like, oh my god,
no more magic.
Is there
no more magic? Is
there life outside of BABSCon? I don't know anymore. when I'm hanging out with you guys like just for funsies, is that a BABSCon? Anyway, I don't even know. Is my life? Anyway, so that's the worst it gets. Is like you have fun with your friends, and your friends happen to also be on staff. Cool. All right, so we're gonna let the live streamers go. Thank you so much, Babs streamers, for joining us. We have been BABSCon February live stream. We will see you next week. We are going to maybe not next week. I'm not sure. We're going to be starting to do. I know they call them zoo games in the furry community, but like it's where there's going to be mandatory. I don't know why am I air quoting? I'm not air quoting. Mandatory staff meetings that we will also be live streaming, so you can watch at your leisure. That are all about safety and security at con. So like if there's like a lost child, what do you do? The answer is call con support, or is it called con ops? Which one is it this year? Call con ops.
As the gods intended.
Yes. Con ops.
Call con ops. Pro tip: call con ops is like 99.9% always the answer.
And I have the phone number.
The con ops phone number will be on the back of everyone's badges. It'll also be in other places in case you don't have your badges. So please attend those. Those are important because that's basically how we train staffers at large for just like how to behave at con. A lot of it is common sense, but there are some specific cases like, if someone's like on the floor passed out, like don't touch them, call con ops. We have Flare. Flare is our on-site like response team. They do a phenomenal job, and they do other conventions. I think they do. What was the con that we were just at? FurCon. They do FurCon. They do other cons. They are amazing. They are our emergency response team if we need something like that. Hopefully we don't, but anyway, so we have everything covered in that way. So please come to those meetings so you can learn to make sure what to do, what not to do. 99% of the time it's call ConOps. The number's on the back of your badge. So, yeah. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Have a BABSCon-y day. No, we need like a good sign off.
Yeah. By the way, come to Babs.
By the way, so there's people on the thing that were like, oh, don't steal TrotCon's thing, but it's like TrotCon's is anyway come to, but we're by the way come to BABSCon because it's the B alliteration. Anyway, alliteration. By the way. Exactly right. So by the way, come to BABSCon. Anyway, so we'll see you next week. Have a good time and. Thank you for joining us, Bab streamers. Over and out.